I'm gonna cause problems.
Welcome back to a quick bonus video for following Note on a Stormlight podcast. We found a Stormlight ranking quiz on Tumblr, and we all three did it, and we're going to guess each other's rankings. It asks you quick, rapid fire 200 questions of it gives you two random characters and says, who do you like more? And you keep clicking left and right until you come out with a tier list, apparently. So we are going to guess each other's tier lists here for this quick video. Paul, how are you? Elliot, how are you? Real quick.
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. I'm excited to try and guess your tier list, Trevor. I think I've got you better pinned than I do Elliot, to be honest.
Elliot?
I am bothered by the fact that Moash is not at the very bottom on every single person's tier list, and so I think this algorithm is sus.
Sus.
Fair.
Sounds great. Let's do me first, if you guys would.
Yeah.
So I want each of you to predict my top 6, and then I will go through my list. I'll reveal it on screen.
Awesome. Well, I'll go ahead and go first. I'll give it a shot.
Okay.
Going down the list of top 6 for Trevor, I had number 1 is Kaladin. Kaladin is his favorite character. Number 2, I had Dalinar.
Okay.
3, I had Sylphrena. That was
Okay.
kind of a mix up, but 4, I had Shallan. 5, Yasna, and 6, Hoyd.
Okay. Elliot?
I tried to pull a fast one here and second guess something. I think the top of his list is Syl, and then
Okay.
Kaladin, and then Renarin in third, Hoyd 4, Adolin 5, Dalinar 6.
Okay.
Adolin above Dalinar. Okay.
Yes.
So both of you are 4 for 6, which
Okay.
is fairly good.
Yeah.
Number 1 is Sylphrena.
Ooh.
Elliot nailed it.
Well done. Well done.
Actually, I lied. I have a 3-way tie for first,
Okay.
and Kaladin is not in it.
That's
Wow.
you've misled us. You've told us for way too long that Kaladin's your favorite character.
He is my
to
favorite.
pull this
I
on
don't know
us.
what this list is saying, but
Oh
my
my
3-way tie
gosh.
for first is Sylphrena, Hoyd, and Teft.
You're
Oh.
gonna hate me.
I then have a 3-way tie for fourth, which is why we're doing top 6 because it made my numbers nice. 3-way tie for fourth. I have Kaladin, Dalinar, and Rock.
Rock. Okay. I'm surprised Rock is that high, honestly.
Rock is the everybody wants him as their dad. He's the family guy. He's high for me.
That's fair.
So, did you not have Adolin or Renarin in your top 6 then?
I don't have Adolin or Renarin in my top 10.
Wow.
I didn't think you were.
Interesting.
I thought maybe Renarin would be kind of up there, but I didn't think you were an Adolin fan
So
particularly.
Interesting.
I'll keep going, but you guys will see it on screen. Next on 7 is Sigzil, and then Taln. Yasna Kalin is 9, and Zeth finishes my top 10. Then we get into Azure, Renarin, the Stormfather, Evi Kalin, Shallan Davar, Adon Kalin, Odium, Tervangian, and then it keeps going from there. Can either of you guess my last one?
Absol is my guess.
Okay.
I think the actual bottom of your
Ooh.
personal tier list is Amaram.
Okay.
I don't know if the algorithm actually got it down there. It seems like the bottom portions of the algorithm sorted, but I'll stick with Amaram.
So it's not Amaram simply because, and it's not the algorithm's fault, simply because I think Amaram is well written. So when it came to the bottom of the list, I did click on Amaram a couple times simply because he's a good character.
Fair.
The bottom of my list is also a 3-way tie for Kabzal, Gaz, and Gavilar Kholin.
Okay.
All right. We'll save Paul for last.
I was gonna say I want to go last.
Let's do it. Let's do Elliott next. Do you want to predict Elliott's top 10, Paul?
I sure will. I only prepared top 6, so I'm gonna guess his top 6.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant.
For Elliott's top 6, I had Dalinar number 1. I had Hoid second. I had Kaladin third, Adolin fourth, Zeth fifth, and Yasna sixth. So kind of I kind of threw all of our like warrior characters in there, which I don't think is fully accurate. But when I was trying to figure out who Elliott's favorites were, that was kind of where my mind went.
All right. I am 100% confident in mine, by the way, for predicting Elliott's.
Yeah.
First is Dalinar. Second is Teft. Third is Rock. Fourth is Syl. Fifth is Kaladin. And sixth is Hoid. Tell me I'm right.
I don't think you're right about Teft and Rock.
So mine's a little weird because of ties, but I think you're both about 50%.
Okay.
So absolutely 0 points go to you and everyone else in our Discord who guessed that Dalinar is the top. Yes, of course. Dalinar is my favorite character and it's top of my list. Next, I have a tie for second with Renarin and Sylphrena.
Okay.
Then I have a tie for fourth with Kaladin and Adolin.
Okay. I didn't think Adolin would be that high for you.
And then I have a 6-way tie for sixth. So, yeah, figure this out however you want to with what you guessed as sixth. But the 6 people that I have in sixth are Navani Kholin, Pattern, Rissyn, Rock, Hoid, and Lopin.
Okay.
So if you had
Pattern's
any
a lot
of those,
higher for me, or for you, than I thought he would be. Pattern's really low for me.
Pattern's actually
was pretty high
for
me too.
Pattern was higher than I thought Pattern was going to be on mine as well. But yeah, running through the rest of the list, there's a few surprises maybe. Starting in 12th, I have Shallan, Azure, the Stormfather, Scar, Sigzil, Yasna, Zyle. Teft was sitting there on a tie for 17th for me. I thought he was going to be higher. Trevor, your guess probably would have been...
I thought Teft was going to be 2.
Not quite. I'm not
I don't think so.
that far on the Teft train. Awesome character, don't get me wrong, but probably not top 5 for me. And yeah, a few other honorable mentions there. Eshonai, Zeth is in 21st on the list. We've got Lift 23. And then I guess you guys have to guess my bottom of the list.
I'm going to say your bottom of the list is... I think it's... I'm kind of just going with an obscure route here. I'm going to say it's Yanagon.
Yanagon's a cute little kid. He's not last. Yanagon is... Or your last one is Gaz.
Gaz is close. He's third from the bottom. I have Amaram on the bottom.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
All right. It's time for Paul. Elliott, do you want to predict first?
Yeah. Alrighty. Paul, I wasn't quite sure how to guess for you, Paul. There's one obvious one, but then after that, I'm not quite sure which characters, I've been talking about this book with you for, I think, well over 100 hours now. And I can probably guess like your top 20, but parsing out your top 5, I'm really not sure. So here's a complete guess. I threw Zeth on top. I think that was a safe bet there. But after that, I actually threw Adolin as number 2, Syl as number 3, Renarin 4, Kaladin 5, and here's the wild card, Shallan as 6.
All right. Outside of Zeth, we have no similar predictions for
That's
Paul.
funny.
Here are my 6 for Paul. Zeth 1. Hoyd. I think Paul likes bad guys. Taravangian, Nightblood, Azure, and Odium are my guesses.
You think I like bad boys?
I do think you like bad guys.
Well, those are good guesses. Some of them were on, some were not. I'm still trying to figure myself out, if I'm being honest. I had a 6-way tie for 4th.
Okay.
And I think one of them is really going to throw y'all off. So, you're both right. Zeth is number 1. Zeth is my favorite character. Number 2 is Hoyd.
Yes!
Also, Trevor was right on that. I think, other than that, I think Elliott was more accurate, but not necessarily in the ordering. This is going to throw you off a little bit, I think. Number 3, I had Talon Ali Lynn.
Okay.
Number 4, I had Kaladin. This is starting my tie.
Right.
It is now a tie between Kaladin, Dalinar, Renarin, Adolin, Syl, and Pattern. But I think there are distinctions there. I think Kaladin is number 4 for me. And I would say 5 is Dalinar, and 6 would be honestly a tie between Renarin and Sylphrena. I love them a lot, but for different reasons. Syl would probably eke that one out. But Renarin has grown on me.
Who's your next 10 or so?
So after that, I have a decent tie for 10th place with Yasna Lin, Taravangian, and Shalash.
Oh no. Shalash is my guess for last for you.
It actually, most of my support for Talon and Shalash came from the end of Oathbringer. Obviously, that's the most we've seen them.
Right.
But I think that scene was really inspiring to me, and I loved it. And that shot Talon up immensely in my book. Not even
same for me.
Recognizable. Yeah. Right after that, we have Nightblood, Lift, Odium, and the Stormfather as a tie. And then after that, I kind of want to stop there and see what y'all think my last ones would be. I'll say the next one. The next one is Shallan.
Okay. I thought Ash would be. Gosh. I thought Ash would be your last one. I haven't. Who have I not heard? I haven't heard Tef's name yet, which makes me concerned. I haven't heard Rock or Sigzil yet. So
Lopin? Did we not hear Lopin?
Where's
yet
Bridge
either?
4 in your? What is this?
I chose my favorite characters, guys. I don't know what to say.
So I had Odium as my guess for your bottom, but you mentioned that in the 20s range somewhere in there.
He's tied for 13th.
Okay.
Right, literally tied with the Stormfather, which I thought was kind of funny, but they're similar enough.
All right, what's your bottom 5, Paul?
Bottom 5. Y'all gonna throw out some more guesses, or?
I'm gonna amend my guess for last to be Axes. I think your bottom is Axes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm about to make so many enemies. my bottom 5. So okay. First off, I don't think these are actually in the right order that I would put them, but this is the results I got from this. I will start with 5th from the bottom and go down to the bottom. I have Gaz.
Okay.
Risen.
Oh no.
Rock. Teft. And Scar.
Rock? How is Rock in your bottom 5?
I will say I don't think this is accurate. I actually retook it because I didn't think this was accurate. Because we have Queen Fen above them, and I think Fen should be my bottom. I literally do not care about Queen Fen at all.
Right.
Not a single care. I don't know how she ended up above that. Yeah. Lopin and Capsule are tied at 27th. And then
how is Capsule above all entirety of Bridge 4?
That's a great question. And then right below them, but between my bottom 5, we have Toril Sadius, Meredith Emiram, and Navani Kolen.
Oh boy.
So there we have it. Middle. I think it ended up being a middle of the pack of characters I think are neat but aren't that prominent. Like Axes the Collector, Evie, Mraze, Venli, Eshonai, Azure, Relaine, Sigil's above them. And so I think they kind of got pushed to the middle, and then all of Bridge 4 fell to the bottom. And so I knew it was going to make Trevor really mad.
I do think that we should clarify for posterity that we're taking this at the point where Paul and I have just finished Oathbringer.
Right.
We have not read Rhythm of War. I'd be very curious to retake this after we read Rhythm of War and see how our thoughts on some of these characters change.
It's what our Discord was saying, that mine would be very different from your guys's, because I've read Rhythm of War, and I was like, I don't remember Rhythm of War. It's not going to affect my list.
I want to go back a little bit, because like I said, I took this twice because I think the first time I didn't feel like it was right because of my bottom placement. It had my last place person as Relaine, and I think Relaine's really cool. So I don't know how that happened. But the rest makes sense. It goes last place is Relaine, then it goes Cabsel, Meridos Amiram, Toril Sadius, and Gaz.
Those are
Which
the
makes
normal
sense.
bottom. Yeah.
But I saw Relaine at the bottom and I was like, that's not right. I love Relaine. And so
you'd rather,
and right above Gaz, by the way, is Lopin. I don't care about Lopin at all.
You'd rather put the rest of Bridge 4 down there as opposed to Relaine.
Relaine, yeah. I think, Relaine's pretty cool. Rock I feel bad about. The rest I don't feel bad about. I'll say it.
Well, I'm more upset at the end of this video than I thought I would be. Thanks for joining me, Paul and Elliot.
All right, just haven't known that every time I say I'm gonna bother Trevor, he's like, "No, you won't. Like, I'll be fine. Like, it's not gonna be a big deal." And this I knew would bother him, and there we have it.
See you guys later after whenever this is released. I don't even know if I'll even put it up.
Sorry if I ruined anyone's day. My apologies. Take it up with someone. Just go console Trevor in the Discord and help him feel a little better. Or maybe I need to go to a counselor. Who knows?